Yeah, I see him.
That's a pretty bright light.
Maybe it is Border Patrol. It's Border Patrol.
Yeah, it is.
Damn it. False alarm, guys. Border Patrol.
Just him.
False alarm, guys. False alarm. It's dark out here. One little light, you see it. Come running. What you looking for? What you looking for?
You guys are setting off a number of seismic devices, so
Oh, you guys actually have stuff out here?
we've got quite a bit of infrastructure in the ground. So it's
We weren't over here. We've been up here for 15, 20 minutes now.
Yeah.
We came up way over there.
yeah, but like one of you guys has like a vibe room and then like a mesh pattern boot. But anyway,
Okay.
it's just trying to deconflict your guys' movement versus other stuff that's moving.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah. You guys have cameras out here too?
a variety of cameras on towers and then
So why aren't we gassing them like we gas them in San Diego?
what do you-
I'm
what
just
do you mean,
curious. Like,
CS?
well, you know how they stopped them from crossing in San Diego by throwing some tear gas.
Well, they were getting violent and beating down the fence.
Yeah.
That's why.
The issue in San Diego was I was at a port of entry and they were trying to rush a port of entry, San Ysidro.
Right?
I heard they're
So,
going to try to do that
To
again.
maintain control, they used CS and other devices.
Gotcha.
But
We would
I mean,
love to see that here. Just saying.
look at what you got here, though.
Right.
You got a river that's like 7 miles long. So if you line up 50 guys,
Yeah, you got volunteers right here, man. Right here. We work for free.
I see 6 or 7 people, right?
Right.
So you lock arms, and then you man 8 feet of 7 miles.
Right.
And you shot at them, or you shoot CS gas, and they walk 100 feet south around you and into
Right.
the country.
Right.
It's a start.
So
If we
it's
could get more people to be vigilant and come out here and
Shoo
do
them
a little
up.
something anyways.
They'd have to. I get Scott, right?
it's Steve.
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 But like for example, tonight, like you guys being out here hasn't decreased the amount of apprehensions
Right.
we're getting. We did
No.
over maybe 160, 170 in the last 10 hours.
Oh, wow.
We
So
missed them all this morning, huh?
it's
Yeah, we missed a big group this morning. We got here late.
but what I'm saying though is like you want deterrence in an area where the condition for them succeeding is setting foot inside the country and claiming amnesty.
What can we do as citizens to help?
You need to get out and contact your representatives,
They don't listen to us.
and you need to push for legislative change.
They don't
That's
listen.
how
right,
you
though.
affect change.
Right, but
That's
they
what
don't-
needs,
they
that's what
won't.
needs to change.
You guys can
Need more
spend your
people to do it.
weekends locking arms along the Colorado, but even if there was 1,000 of you, I mean, maybe you'll cover a couple miles. You
Yeah.
still got 4 or 5.
No, we
more?
want to keep it practical. You know, I mean,
Right,
what's
but-
really practical?
The thing about it is last week they were here. I wasn't here, but just her being face to face with some people that were off in the distance stopped them from crossing.
They
But
hid behind a tree.
They hid until you
But-
guys showed up.
but you're
when you guys
talking
showed up, then they
about-
just walked on
You're
through.
talking about
One group.
a palm grove
Right.
that's already inside the United States.
Right.
Yeah,
That,
and that's
group
the,
has already
Right.
succeeded
Right.
in their objective,
Right.
which
They
is
cross
just
that
to
river.
enter into the country.
Right.
yeah.
So, you know,
Crossing the
idea-
river is the spot.
So the answer is piranhas and alligators
Well,
in the rivers.
the answer is even in areas where there's a tremendous physical barrier and triple layer fencing, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Because if it takes them 15 minutes to breach it or to ladder over, the goal isn't to avoid detection or to slip in unnoticed.
Yeah,
It's to get noticed and to make an asylum claim.
Yeah.
right.
And the reason that they're doing that is because there's an advantage in
loophole,
doing
yeah.
so.
Yeah.
So
That's why I was surprised when the ones just bolted, like they weren't going to stop until they saw the truck that was over there.
Well,
Like,
some of that is because of what they're told in Mexico.
Yeah.
There's
Here, I'll hold it here. Let
uncertainty
me just
about
read.
what is the United States. And unfortunately, it causes like kids and stuff to jump into the
Let me
canal.
hold one so I
Right.
don't
And
worry.
it's that's not cool.
Right,
Fishing out like
right,
a 5-year-old
right.
from the
Yeah.
canal.
Right.
no,
But they don't know. They don't know they're in the United States. They think they have to cross the canal for some reason.
Jesus.
yeah.
But
You know,
it's,
the most-
That's why I told you stop touching it. It's like a child.
Guys, around where you're seeing real time stuff. You know what I mean? Because
There's
you get
a
above
car
your pay ground,
making
and,
U-turns
you
back
know,
there.
some of them, of course, they were border patrol. Their
Okay,
lives,
now I
but
can
maybe
see.
they
Yeah,
forgot
good.
what it's like to be right there, seeing it
Well, it
every
used-
day.
All right, guys, we're just chit-chatting with Border Patrol.
So
It
I
used
try to.
to-
I'm listening to him and what he's saying. Is
Yeah.
being practical. Is that, you know what? Once they're now over that line,
No,
I was
yeah,
telling
nothing
you
we
guys,
can do or
yeah,
nothing they can do.
shut 'em, you know, you can do whatever. But they know they're home free.
Right. So we
They
need to
know-
stop them before they cross the line.
Right.
Well, we need the deterrent would be to keep them from being dropped off. You see,
Right.
so back up a
There-
few steps. You
If
know?
there's no consequence to being apprehended,
Right.
then there's no deterrence
Right.
to
Right.
announcing your presence and being apprehended.
Right.
So until those conditions change, this problem isn't going away.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you want to advocate about the issue, that's fine. But probably the most effective way is to build support,
Right.
put
Well,
pressure on legislators.
and honestly, like, I think, you know, you see our politicians and they come down to the ports of entry where we have, you know, a nice,
they don't come
beautiful
here.
wall. Exactly. And they
don't
say,
come here.
oh, everything looks great
But-
here.
But you guys could go to San Luis where there's triple layer fencing
Yes.
and concertina wire,
Yes.
and there will be 100 bodies on the east side tonight
Yes.
going over that concertina wire.
Wow.
And the only difference between those Guatemalans and these ones is those ones, 1 out of 10 go to the hospital with lacerations from going over concertina wire.
Right. Which we pay for.
Yes.
pay for it.
So it's not about physical infrastructure is going to address this issue. It's about
The
rolling
law.
The
back.
law needs to change because
and-
they need to know that they can be sent right back.
There has to be some type of consequence.
Right.
Right now there isn't. There's just a benefit.
All right.
So it's you got to take the carrot off of this.
So you know what's crazy is what happened to the days when, like, I mean, because we've all watched shows like Border Wars and all that kind of stuff, right? And what happened to 5-10 years ago where you guys would actually physically have to chase people down,
Well,
and then they would get
the
sent
laws
back because they
changed.
didn't know.
Well, you look at the difference of
Now
who
that
you were
they-
apprehending. You were apprehending primarily Mexican economic migrants, right?
Right.
And back then, you had options to repatriate them immediately through a variety of administrative mechanisms.
Yeah.
The law wasn't modified until 2008 that weakened our current asylum. But
Obama.
But back then, well, actually, it was the end of the Bush administration is when the law
Okay.
changed. I think the last time it was modified or amended was in 2008. But the problem picked up steam in the Obama administration when people started to realize that the intent of the law, the weakened provisions of the asylum, and you start to see unaccompanied juveniles from Central America and the Northern Triangle, like Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador, start pouring in. But it's
Flashlight.
So let's
Sign over
say, Steve, we did this. Asylum
down.
laws
Straight down the road.
changed so that now they come over here, you take them to
Nothing.
the processing center. Now you say, well, you illegally came in, your asylum claim is already bogus.
Yeah,
Now
see,
we-
that's not the
now-
way the law
now
works,
we-
though.
Now we return you. See, we return
See,
to
like-
the port.
a foreign national entering the country illegally is a misdemeanor if they haven't been deported before, right?
Right.
And if they make an asylum claim, they have an opportunity to present their case in an immigration court to see if it has validity.
In 3 years.
Well, that's the problem. Is like the capacity of an immigration court to hear 100,000 cases a month is not likely.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I mean, if you're concerned about the issue and you want to change it, the most effective way is probably leaning on legislators or
We do
trying
that
to
too.
campaign for politicians. But
She got kicked out of the house
We do that too. We do that too. But it is.
Yeah.
for leaning on them.
See the political thing, I mean,
Yeah.
you get rhinos that speak a bunch of stuff but never really do much, and they're the ones that kind of undermine. So like the emergency order. Well, you got 16 Republicans or
Right.
that.
I need to grab a drink. All right, guys. You heard it from Border Patrol. There's nothing that we can do to stop them unless we stop them at the other side. Look at how scary I look right now. Unless we stop them before they cross the border. So, all right, it is pitch ass black out here. So we're gonna log this off unless any other action pops off. We'll see yous.